Alright guys, today was a day of cleaning. Taking the cover, the air cover up here. There's 4 bolts right here. Take that air cover off, that plastic air cover. Come on down. This will be the cover right here that's actually up against here. Would be that cover. And that's gonna have, ouch, 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts also. 1, 2, 3 on the bottom and 4 over here at 4 o'clock. That'll pull off. And I take that off so that I can look in here and make sure there's no debris just build up and just clean it really good. This is the shaft that a lot of people talk about as far as it getting nasty and your clutch getting to the point that it won't operate very well. I don't think this is my problem. I've come along with a problem that seems like my bike has got a little slip at a high speed. If I'm in 6th gear and say I'm doing, 70, 60, 70, 80, whatever I'm doing. If I'm in 6th and I just crank that throttle open, I've got slippage. So before I dig into clutch plates, I thought I would just flush this system really, really well. I just flushed it probably a month ago, but I did change those bars. And one thing that has come to my mind is maybe changing the bars. Maybe somehow or another a tiny bit of air got into the system, and maybe that's why I'm getting this slippage. So I'm going to eliminate that option before I order the Barnett's clutches and really break into the other side. I have changed the clutch once on a Yamaha Venture. It wasn't that bad. I'm hoping the Kawasaki will be the same. I haven't been doing a lot of practicing. I've been really throttling and clutching and braking, and there's a chance that I did do something to the friction plates. I haven't been hard on it, but I guess I have been a little. I've used it more than the typical person probably would. So we're gonna start here, and if this doesn't fix it, we're gonna go to the other. But this shaft, what basically happens is it just slides out real easy peasy. You pull it all the way out and you clean it, and I put a little tiny bit of grease on the end of it. Some people say to use dielectric grease. I just put some waterproof, water resistant grease on the very tip down there, just to help it out just a little. But that's where I'm at. So I'm going to put it all back together, and we're going to start to flush, and we'll see where we're at. I'll probably keep videoing. I'm just going to pause it for now. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and put the first cover back on. So I'm going to tighten it down now. 2 seconds. Alright guys, checking back in. We put it all down on the bottom back together. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to put the cover right here for our fan back on, and then we're going to start bleeding the system. Alright, so guys, there's one thing that I did with these little bolts here. Put some thread locker on them. I've heard stories of those things backing out of the of its air filter cover, and we don't want that to happen. And again, I talked about this in another video. This is a gel. This is the blue. Last time I was using the red Loctite. This is the blue medium strength. But this stuff, I don't waste as much because I control how much comes out. So if you use a lot of thread locker, that might be something to consider. So we're going to put this back together. Go ahead and put this cover on. Then we're going to start flushing. Alright guys, so we're all back together. Now we're going to start the flushing. I think we've talked about this before. I've got Allen screws on top of my reservoirs, so I don't have to deal with those Phillips head screws and then rounding off. It makes it so much easier to get this off, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off real quick. Alright, so we got it all removed. As you can tell, mine's pretty clean with my fluid. pretty clean with my fluid. Let's go ahead and pull it, make sure I don't see any air bubbles or anything that just pop out. No real air bubbles. A little creaking noise, huh? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and flush it. A little oil goes a long way. So we've taken care of our squeaking. So can you actually hear the switches when they click, click. Okay, so hey, next step. Alright guys, here we go. Y'all have heard me maybe before talk about speed bleeders. This is a speed bleeder. The way this works is, let me loosen it, not tighten it. Well, no, that is tightening. Let's loosen. Loosen. All right, so we'll do about a, I don't know, quarter to a half a turn, somewhere in that range. Open him up, and guess what? That's all it takes. We don't have to tighten him back up and do all that other nonsense you typically have to do with your typicals. I got a little hose we're just gonna hook up. It's nothing but a hose, nothing special. Just a drain hose so it doesn't go everywhere. So now I don't have to be in two places at once. I can be in one place. Speed bleeder's open. And we are pushing fluid. We are pushing fluid. I had to fill up the reservoir real quick. Really can't see it. It's so clean. We're gonna wait for it to come at the end of the tube, and there it comes. There it is. So we're not sucking any air back in with speed bleeders. They just push it out. You just got to make sure your reservoir doesn't run out. Which we're pretty good for now. Makes it a lot easier, man. So I'm gonna keep doing this. Need to add some more. So I'm gonna do this some more, and I'll catch up with y'all in a minute. Alright guys, I ran through it pretty good. Got a nice little puddle down there. But as you can see, I think we are ready to roll. I'm gonna tighten him back down that good half a turn, and we'll make sure we got some pressure. Alright, just tighten him all up. We capped him back off. Let's see what we're looking like up here. Gonna have to add a little bit of fluid. Oh yeah, plenty of pressure. No bubbles showing up on this end, so that's always good. So nothing to worry about. Looks like everything was smooth. Just hope this will stop some of my slippage. If not, like I said, I'll have to do a new clutch. But with 20,000 miles, it just doesn't seem like I should have to be changing out a clutch. Alright guys, so everything's looking pretty good. Last step, we're gonna put our cover back on. Our cover, and we'll be all set. Alright guys, I guess that's a wrap. Everything's back on, and we're gonna see what happens. If it does anything with the slipping. I don't think that that's gonna really help me out at all, but you know, if it'll stop the process and allow me not to have to change a clutch, that would be wonderful. But again, I have my doubts. So until next time.